live. It is July 12th, 2025. And I thought I'd do this quick live. Did you guys see anything about the tornado? I can't believe I can't believe it this late in the year. Usually you get a lot more tornadoes in the spring, not this time of year. So I'm gonna give people a couple seconds to get on. But if you guys could, we are so close to a 700. I'm trying to get to 1,000 so that we can monetize and hopefully go to more IndyCar, NASCAR, USAC, NHRA, depending on what's going on. I'm trying to mostly around Indianapolis, but trying to do other ones as well. And getting to 1,000 would be great. So if you could on YouTube subscribe to IS Racer, that would be great. I think we're almost there, and I'm hoping if I can do that, we can go to Dallas and St. Petersburg this year, and I'm hoping that's going to happen. I'm actually going to put that in the link below, but if you could, that'd be awesome. It's also if you could follow. This is the first time ever I'm doing a X live. Curious if this will pop up. At least I think I'm doing X live. It doesn't allow me to. Interesting. I don't know all the. This is the first time, so hopefully it shows up. But thank you guys all for watching. Let me add. I forgot to add this. But what did you guys think of the tornado yesterday? And the crazy part was how close it was to Iowa. I don't even know if it was close at all. Because flat ground like that, it can look like there we go. It can look like there's a tornado nearby, but it's actually miles and miles away. But let me get back to the screen. Also, I was also wondering what you guys' thoughts on this. IndyCar posted the sleeper photos. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But I feel like I don't know if there's favoritism or I don't know who's making these, but I think they're missing a couple drivers. All right, they got Alex Blow. I thought they didn't have Alex Blow when I was going through this. I was like, why in the world? But they have a bunch of people on here, favorites and sleepers. But outside of Alex Blow, they don't. Outside of Alex Blow, they don't have any. They don't have Connor Daly. Connor Daly is dominated here as a sleeper, or even as a favorite. They don't have Kyle Kirkwood, who's won all the other races. I thought they didn't have Palou either, but they have all three Penske cars who have not done well. And I don't know. I have a hard time calling them a favorite right now. They're struggling. So I was really surprised to see those were the picks they had. And then like Ferrucci, I think has a good shot. AJ Foyt has a good shot. I would lean them towards the favorite. I mean, just because they have the Penske name on it with McLaughlin, Newgarden, and Power. They haven't showed me anything that they can do anything. Right now, they're the bottom half of the points standings. I mean, a couple of them are. Hey, good morning. How are you doing? Did you by any chance see this sleeper and favorites by IndyCar? I just was really shocked to see that. I don't know why you would have. I mean, I get why you'd have the Penske cars up there, but they left out Kirkwood, who's won all the races. They called Scott Dixon a sleeper. I don't know. I think Scott Dixon has a better shot than the Penske drivers right now. Pato has a good chance. I think Pato won it last year, so there's a chance that he could win it. But I don't know. I think they could have done a better job, or at least maybe not all. It was all Penske drivers and one McLaren and Alex Palou. And Alex Palou was the last guy. Yeah. What did you think of it? Hopefully, the farmers market also is going well in Zionsville. It might be a little hot and humid today. But yeah, but the main reason I had this pulled up is I wanted to show the schedule. I'm doing really well. Trying to get everything figured out. I'm trying. I'm hoping this actually worked. I'm going to repost the link first to subscribe on YouTube. Oh, nope, that's not it. I just, for the first time ever, am on X, and this is the first time using X Live, but it said it didn't allow. Oh, maybe it just doesn't show on there. Shows that. I forgot I can do this, and I'm doing pretty well. That's good. Hopefully, it's not too hot. Are you there now at the farmers market? But yeah, if you could, in the comments below, let us know what you think of the race. See if I can do this without the sound. Let me know who you think's going to win the race at Indy. Oop, I don't hear myself. Let me know what you think about who's going to win at Iowa today, because I have a bold prediction. I think the first race might be the same people as normal. You have, like, it could be a Penske driver, it could be Pato, but I think the second race is going to be the interesting one with the short turnaround. And also, are any of the teams strategizing to, maybe they're not going to win the first race, they're going to save their car for the second race and try to dominate that one. I think the second race we might see a Juncos Hollinger, a Ray Hall Letterman, a, I wouldn't say Andretti because Kirkwood's done well, but maybe Marcus Ericsson finishes it. Maybe that's when Foyt wins. I think the second race there's going to be a team that either hasn't won in a bit, or someone you're not expecting to win will win tomorrow, just because of just they're almost doing an IMSA strategy. The goal is to finish. So the first race they're going to do really well, but then the second race they're going to step up their game. Because I think if you're up front at the beginning, you're going to try to beat and bang. You're trying to win today, and if you're up front and you're in the top 5, 10, you're going to try to win. But if you're farther back, you might try to preserve your car for tomorrow. I don't know. I think there could be a sleeper. Let me know what you guys think. Uh, and once again, if you could subscribe, that'd be awesome. We are at 655, and we're trying to get to 1,000. And I'm hoping to go to St. Petersburg next year to cover that as well. And we're trying to do a couple different things. This is the first time we're doing X as well. But let us know who you think's going to win. Oh, that's awesome. How is the market busy? I don't know how markets are with this weather and this time of year, because it gets hot. Although it is early enough in the morning. But yeah, so this is the schedule. I went back to the sleepers for today. So if anyone's trying to watch the IndyCar race, this is the schedule for that. They will be practicing on Fox Sports 2 at 10 a.m. Qualifying is going to be at 1:30. So we got about an hour until the first practice on Fox Sports 2. Qualifying is at 1:30, and then the race is obviously at 5 o'clock. Make sure I'm there. And if anyone would anyone want to do a meetup somewhere in the Indianapolis? Obviously, if you're other parts of the country, I can't go there, but I was considering doing a little meetup for the race as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I hope we could. I'm trying to figure out how to expand this a little bit and do more stuff with everybody. And I have another video I'm going to be doing a live with, just to let you guys know about the all-star race they're talking about, because I have an idea. And as of now, with my polling that I did, it's still early, so uh yeah, how's the market? I don't know, does pictures show up on here? Let me see if I can get to. I did a polling and I thought it was interesting. Between I added, it's running slow. Whenever you run multiple screens, it can run slow. Uh, I added a quick poll, and if you wanted to answer the poll, even if you don't want to subscribe, you should. But if you wanted to, because I'm curious, view my channel post. Here we go. Share the screen. We have a dead heat for, and I was not sure how this was going to work. We have a dead heat for the All-Star race for IndyCar because Doug Bowles mentioned that he was going to try to figure out a All-Star race, and I knew at one point they had Kansas as the All-Star race. So I put them on there. Nobody wants to go to Kansas as of now. Texas Motor Speedway got a couple votes. Michigan, which I kind of threw on there. I wasn't sure where, but Michigan's got a lot of votes where people would want to go back to Michigan to watch the All-Star race. And the one that really surprising, and it's kind of the one I was leaning towards, but I didn't think anyone actually, Indianapolis Raceway Park, because I think, and that's what I'm going to talk about in this next video. So make sure you subscribe because we're going to go over, and I'm going to try to do a live on that as well. Is I don't think we need to do a race and just slap All Star. I mean, we could go here at Iowa and call the first race the All Star race. It doesn't mean anything. I think it needs to be a Indy 5-esque All Star race. We need to have an All Star race that is a week long event with celebrities, different. I want to see a Chevy celebrity race. I want to see a Honda celebrity race where they get some really do some promotions, maybe get some local, maybe the wives of the drivers race. How do you do the oval? And that's why I kind of put IRP on theirs. IRP has the small oval, but they also have a road course, so you could possibly do something with that as well. Have a mini road course and a street race. And I don't know if the road course, I don't think they've raced there since IndyCar was there in like the 60s. Actually, I think they did during COVID. Uh, ran the road course there, but just as a thought. But I think they need Doug Bowles and IndyCar need to go all out. And if we're going to do an all-star race, I would do it in Indianapolis because I think that's where the heart of the fan base really is. And you go to Zionsville and do a pit stop competition and make it a big event on Tuesday. You go to Brownsburg and to the hiking trails and you do some sort of work with Irma and do a marker unveiling. You do a tug of war event with the drivers, make a Honda versus Chevy some sort of event. I think that they really could grow the All-Star race and make it a mini, I wouldn't say a 500, but a lot of activities around and then do a parade through the town of Speedway. IRP, I think, would be a great little event and do heat races. Don't make it a all-star race. Have it where you have mini 10-car races, kind of almost what Silver Crown does in the midget sprints. I think you should do something like that. Invite a couple people. Maybe try to get a NASCAR driver to go. Maybe try to get like Cody Swanson to drive. Maybe even get Indy cars do, but make it a very fan-friendly week with the race hyping up, and then you build up cars and build up everything, and then go from there. So that's what I'm kind of thinking for that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Am I crazy? Or I think that would be a great thing for IndyCar to do a really big event. It's an all-star race, but uh don't make it just a race. Because I mean, if you really want to, just slap all-star in front of Iowa and call it a day. Is there a race you're trying to build up marketing to call it an all-star race? Make it a non-point event, the best of the best. Your top, if you want to race that year, you're in the all-star race guaranteed. Make it only because IRP is small. That's kind of why I liked IRP. Limit the cars to 15, make a promoter's option. See if you can get maybe even a past champion and get like, hey, Elio, can you come back? Hey, Tony Kanaan, something. I don't know. I would go all out, make it local, make it it's a big race, but make it a spectacle. So, and I'd love to say to do it at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but I don't think I want to leave the Speedway for the Speedway. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm going to do a more in-depth video. This was actually more of the test because I've never done X. So I'm hoping it's shared to X. Again, that's the YouTube link. If you could subscribe, we're trying to grow the channel. And if you could follow on Facebook, follow on Rumble, follow on X, we're trying to grow this, so hopefully we can give you guys more coverage, behind the scenes stuff, maybe a couple driver interviews down the road. But yeah, so that's the poll I had for that, and I was really surprised to see that IRP got as many votes as it did. So let me know what you guys think. Actually, I might share and post that. Copy. Post that in the link if anyone wants to. Even if they don't, if they have another opinion, comment below if you have a better track. Because I'm not opposed to anything. I just think that that's not it. There we go. Why is it trying to send me everything? There we go. This is definitely an interesting tool. So, and also let me know where you're watching it at, because I'm just curious, because I'm doing this live. But who do you guys think's going to win Iowa race number 1 today, with no experience of knowing who's going to do what? Honestly, I think who's going to win it is going to be Scott Dixon. There's not going to be a lot of practice. Everyone's basically, your practice to qualify and then you're racing. So I think there's going to be a lot of surprises on the way for I think there's going to be a lot of surprises today. I'm hoping it's a safe race. I don't like when they do it this quickly. They have to. They have no choice. Uh they have to kind of do it this way. But it always is scary when you're just like, it's quick. Because I mean, what happened with, especially with oh, Robert Wickens at Pocono. So you never want to see stuff get really cut short down. But I mean, we could also see a driver like Stingray Robb win. I think he's strong on the ovals, and that Juncos Hollinger team has been doing pretty good. So hopefully they will be able to capitalize this week. But am I missing any sleepers or anyone that you guys think could win? Let me know what you think in the comments below. There have been a lot of stuff going on this week. And then I think I was going to do NASCAR. Yeah, I was going to talk. I was really excited for the NASCAR race. I love it when they're at Sonoma. I love what Brad Keselowski said. And they went and put on, or what NASCAR said, what Brad Keselowski said about NASCAR, that enough's enough. So you got so many road courses, and they were for it, but it's just like there's too many. NASCAR, when you think of NASCAR, you think of the ovals. But I think that's what's giving some of these other guys opportunities to race, because, and that's why they're getting, these road drivers are getting more contracts, because some of the smaller teams are, able to, uh, win a race and make the playoffs because they hire a road course driver, and that's better at road course, and if they win one race, they're in the chase. So I think it's an interesting setback, but I like what Brad Keselowski said. I'm assuming you mean hello from Tennessee. What part of Tennessee are you from? Who do you think's going to win the race today at Iowa as well? But yeah, so hopefully it'll be a good event. And let me. Hi. Who do you think's going to win at Tennessee? Let me go. First off, I also want to give a huge shout out to talk about Kaylee Bryson raced local. I don't know if I'd call her local. She's from Oklahoma, but she's been racing here. I'm hoping that she makes it to IndyCar, because it seems like a lot of people, they start going through the NASCAR side and they kind of die at about the ARCA truck level. And I think she's very talented. I think she'd do wonderful in IndyCar. I just don't think anyone's giving a lot of, if you start on the midget side, I don't think they're giving a lot of people opportunity. Like Cody Swanson should be in IndyCar. I don't know why they haven't been able to get him in. He's a very talented driver, but it's like they get stuck in these series, and they should be able to get opportunities, but we can give people from other countries shots, which is fair. But it'd be nice to see if they give some drivers like her. She's done a phenomenal job, and the fact that she was asked to drive in the ARCA series, I think was a very big honor because she's worked her way up, and she started in midgets, and like, oh well, you haven't done anything on pavements, and then went to pavements and won, and then, oh, well, you don't know anything on road courses. And she's dominated the Trans Am series. And now ARCA asked her, not for the ovals, not for anything like that. They asked her to do a road course race there. And I think that's a big credit to her because everything she's raced, she's exceeded at and won even a bunch of races in Trans Am, and she's won a Silver Crown, and uh she's dominated in other series as well. And I hope that she gets a chance to move up. I'd like to see her on the IndyCar side, but I don't know. IndyCar is very hard to get into, and I hope that they fix that. And I think part of it is they need to give more publicity to the lower levels. Pigeon Forge, oh, that sounds like fun. I wish I was there. Connor Daly. Hot. All right. That's fair. I actually think there's a good chance that Connor Daly could win the race. Uh, he definitely has a good shot. That Junko's team puts a very good car out, and I think I think he has a good shot. That's why I was really surprised he wasn't on the sleeper. And if you saw the comments, and I don't know if I have, I might have taken it off. But if you look at the comments through IndyCar's site, people are like, "What about Connor? What about Connor? What?" Because he's had a strong year. And don't get me wrong, Ferrucci should definitely be on there, but and Malukas because they've been running strong as well. But I don't know. Sometimes I think that editors and people are just picking names out of a hat. Because I always think of sleep when I also don't think of sleepers are as they're a good team. I'm thinking of sleeper as like Graham Rahal, who they haven't had the best season, but I think he's going to win Iowa. That's a sleeper. So Connor Daly, I would probably put in that. Stingray Robb, guys who have the ability to do it. They're just not having the best of years. Although that team has been really strong. But yeah, so hopefully we see more with Kaylee Bryson in the future. I'd love to see her in IndyCar. Someone needs to reach out to her because I mean the fact that she got invited to do the ARCA road course when I remember a year ago people were criticizing her because they're like, yeah, well, you can run on ovals, but can you run a road course? And she's dominated that Trans Am series. I don't know how many wins she has. She won the championship last year and then the Trans Am series that she's running. I just think that they need to I think teams need to take a look at what she's been working on. And I mean she's done everything from dirt, Silver Crown to midget sprints. I think she did a wing races, so we need to give drivers like this a chance. So make sure you guys follow and subscribe, help her grow. So hopefully she gets to more races as well. Maybe let's see if I can go back because I really thought it was odd. Let me go there. That was worth a shot because I always love the comment section because you can always tell the real fans when you read the comments. And should be a hot race. How's it in Pigeon Forge? Is it a hot race there as well? Yeah, this was. Why won't it? There we go. Share this tab instead. There we go. I also thought the beautiful pictures. IndyCar did a great job. I think it shows the tornado forming. Is anyone at Iowa? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Oh, this isn't. Well, there's another video that had a great shot. Let me see. Looks like they just got clouds. I know Andretti had a great shot of that. But if you go look, I think I agree with most of the comments in the fan section. If it loads, that never call Dixon a sleeper. I definitely agree with that. Where's Connor Daly? Dude is good on ovals. I think Will Power's a shot. He's working really hard to get into the series, so I definitely see him having a shot at or trying to stay in the series. So it'd be nice to see Will Power possibly have a shot at winning. And then Pato, you can't sleep on him. He is such a great driver, ovals, street cars, you name it, and he keeps racing. I actually looked up something yesterday on him, and it's amazing. He still runs other series as well. He's almost Kyle Larson like. It'd be really cool to see if Pato gets a shot at doing a couple NASCAR, maybe the NASCAR Mexico race, but there's that. But also for the NASCAR side, we will be at the Brickyard coming up. This is from Hendrix. I thought I got it from. This is the schedule for today, the 4 p.m. Xfinity practice on CW. Qualifying on CW. Oh, no, that was Friday, if I can read. Cup practice today at 1:30 on True TV. Cup Series qualifying on True TV at 2:40. Xfinity race on CW at 4:30. And then the Cup race on TNT at 3:30. So that's the NASCAR schedule. Who do you guys think is going to win that race? I think Shane Van Gisbergen has the best chance again. But also, don't count out AJ Allmendinger. Don't count out Kyle Larson. I think there's going to be a lot of surprises. I believe Shane Van Gisbergen's driving for in the Xfinity series for, maybe it says over here. I want to say it was Hendrick Motorsports. So interesting to see how they're using him at all these races. But yeah, so hopefully they do well. And again, if you could subscribe, like, share, follow, that'd be great. We're trying to grow this channel. And I am going to get off here. I'm probably going to go do a live again today after the IndyCar race. So about what I think it starts at 5, so probably 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock tonight. So if you want to follow on that. And thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great evening and have fun at the Zionsville Farmers Market and Pigeon Forge. And you have a great day.